Public libraries were my first real introduction to my love for books and architecture. My Aunt Shay used to take us to the library every Tuesday as kids to check out the books and participate in the free events or programs held for the community. Always looked forward to wandering through the huge building with lots of floors, scouting the different sections. Libraries don't get as much hype today, but the roots run deep. For myself, they're a source of inspiration and a direct connection to local artistry and Black culture. Currently, the Dallas Public Library has released a series of digital collections containing archived images, maps, audio, and documents from the past. I have a deep appreciation for archive design and especially archived fashion pieces, so I headed to the 7th floor of the library to see for myself. The library has thousands of archives, but the one I'm diving into today is Dallas's very own hero, Juanita J. Craft. Man, it's just something about us with those J's in our name. Michael J. Fox, Mary J. Blige, Erica J. Taylor. We're obsessed. Juanita J. Craft was a Dallas civil rights activist. She was an Aquarius, born on February 9, 1902. The granddaughter of a slave, she was a kindergarten teacher, and her very first job in Dallas was as a bellmaid at the Adolphus Hotel in downtown Dallas. 52 years later, she would return to the same exact hotel to announce her election to run for a city council representative. 1935, she joined the NAACP. She became the first Black woman in Dallas to vote in the Democratic primary. She was the first Black woman deputized in the state to collect the poll tax. That very same year, she was appointed statewide as Youth Council Advisor of the NAACP.
For the 20th, 1979, and it's David Strickland interviewing Ms. Juanita Craft for the third time of the concept of civil rights, or did you just want people to join the organization? And then
there was no person in any community who had not been a victim of prejudice and discrimination in this state. They had been denied jobs. Now, one of the most vicious things to me that happened back there was the cotton fields in West Texas were ripe all the time, and to go out there and see a Negro family who had pulled his kids out of school to pick cotton, the white kids with a bus driving by the fields going to school.
Ms. Craft has been the recipient of many awards: the Sojourner Truth Award, the Mayor's Award, Woman of the Year, and she was the first Black person to receive the Lens Award. She sponsored so many civil rights campaigns. I love browsing through the archive of her personal albums because you can just see the magnetism, her warmth, and pure joy of those around her in her photos. When you think of public service and charity, usually you're put in the mind of a person who's had enough wealth to contribute and fund certain organizations. However, this is the total opposite from Miss Juanita Craft, who gave herself to her community tirelessly and often with very little to no funds. I especially love seeing Juanita in her home where so much of her work took place. It was said her home was a place of refuge, education, and full of laughter. Over a period of 50 years, she registered thousands of people to vote, organized citywide cleanup campaigns, and served 2 terms on the Dallas City Council. She worked to integrate the State Fair, the Dallas Independent School District, and colleges like University of North Texas. As a leader in the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, she founded more than 180 local NAACP chapters and hosted a long roster of activists, politicians, dignitaries, and celebrities like Thurgood Marshall, all in her humble 1,300 square foot home. After raising $1.4 million for the house rehabilitation and more than 6 years of work, Her little white house in South Dallas is still standing today, making her history now open to all. All the audio interviews, documents, and photos can be found at the Dallas Public Library online. Okay, so I just left the Dallas Public Library, and man, there are so many archives. So many archives. I just wanted to pop on here and let you guys know how important it is to look to the past sometimes for your inspiration, and not just the obvious, right? Muhammad Ali and you know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan. Look to your past, your local past, or sometimes you can even look within your bloodline, your family. I'm sure each of you has, a first millionaire, a first thousandaire. You want to open a beauty salon. Someone in your family has done that before. And there are gems, while it might not be modern, but there are gems that you can use within your own bloodline. Seeing those archives today, I also looked up another gentleman named Marion Butts, and he came to Dallas as a young boy. And when he got here, his uncle introduced him to two local photographers. And of course, with them, he apprenticed, and he later became a photographer and editor for the Dallas Daily Press. And 58,000 photos. The city of Dallas bought 58,000 of his negatives and just put them in their archive. And I'm saying, that's good stuff. I'm a photographer. I wanted to see, what he was capturing. And when I tell you his portfolio was so vast, he covered Dallas civil rights, Negro education, social clubs, different celebrities and political figures that came through Dallas. And I'm sure he had way less than his white counterparts. Way less. We don't know what the equipment or, the vehicle was to get to these opportunities, but he did it. He did it. And whatever this Atmosphere or Tropicana Club was that I was looking at, that must have been like a poppin' place in Dallas, I'm telling you. He had so many photos of that. It was just so inspiring. And the reason I'm talking about that now is because, we're in social media times, and it's so easy to look at somebody else's blueprint or what somebody else is doing, and we ride that fine line of being inspired and copying. Some of y'all just downright copying, but it's okay. It's okay. We are so busy looking at everybody else's method and formula, and you're not even getting the inspiration from your own roots, from your own people. And please believe that they fought for us to see that stuff. Someone is in a boardroom, or someone is typing up an email right now to say, hey, this needs to be seen to this new generation, my generation, right? I don't know. Someone just called my husband the other day an unk. Like, oh, you're unk. You're an uncle. So I guess I'm an auntie. Oh, well, whatever. People, this is our culture, and this is our history, and it is beautiful. It is downright beautiful. It's downright beautiful. It's for us. I know it's so easy to pop on social media and go straight to the shade room or look up what the Kardashians are doing or what's modern, but look at your people. Look at your people. It's crazy. I'm driving past City Hall, and I have a funny story about that. But first, I'm going to pull over because y'all know the community down here by City Hall is crazy. And you got to really watch your back. Oh God, I got a pimple. Jesus, it's the worst. Okay, so I remember coming to Dallas City Hall a few years back, and my mother had a case there. And, she needed me to drive her into downtown Dallas. As of the last few years, my mom don't like to drive over the highway and into Dallas and all that stuff. So she asked me to take her to her case. And of course, me being the free paralegal that I am, you know what that means. When your parent has a business, you are the free service that supplements that business. So I'm the free paralegal and I'm also the driver. So I drove her into the City Hall, and I don't remember what the case was about. I don't remember anything. But what I do remember is her just nonchalant attitude the whole way there. I mean, she was just like, hey, don't ride in the left lane. It's the fast lane. It's the quickest way for cops to pull you over. Park a little closer. I don't want to walk that far. Remember, we got to go through the metal detector. So take off any metal that you have now so we don't have to get held up. I just remember her being so nonchalant about it. You would have thought we were going to Costco or something. But baby, when we got in that room, it was one table to the left, which was her client, and another attorney. And then there was a table on the right, which was counter defense. And it was like this table in the middle with these three men. I'll never forget. It was a black guy, like a Middle Eastern guy, and, a white man. And she went in that case and mopped them. I mean, she went in. I'm trying to find all those old videos and photos. I was not supposed to be taking any footage in there. I would have been thrown out. But I remember just sitting there thinking, that is my mother. That's my mama. And she went in there, and I mean, she handed it to them. And nobody knows a black woman cuss out like that of her child. Okay, I know she was giving it to them in the most professional way possible. But she was handling business. She did not let any of them in there intimidate her. The flags, the medals, the plaques. She didn't care. She was like, if you turn to page 114, paragraph 3, it outlines here, blah, blah, blah. She was going to town, and I will never forget that. I've worked at City Hall maybe a handful of times since, maybe 4 to 5 times. And it's always a headache when I'm there because it's the same thing, metal detectors, blah, blah, blah. I got to find your way. But I'll never forget that. I'll never forget how she went in there and did her thing and came out victorious. And I say that to say, again, we have the stuff in our bloodline. If you just, spend time with your people and find out, you'll find the answer right there. Again, like I said, with social media and the overwhelmingness of, oh my God, I got to start this business. I got to get this content down. I got to this, I got to that. A lot of times those answers are right within your family. And I'm just popping in here to say that, with me, you're going to get a history lesson in some way or some form of fashion. But I remember just being blown away and so inspired. And that is a story that I keep with me. I keep it right here. You never know when you just got to pull that out. But yeah, seeing those archives today, it just made me think about how rich we are as a people, our culture, who we have. Even if you look at our athletes, 9 times out of 10, they say, oh, my father played football. I was trying to be like him, or I was trying to be like my big brother, my uncle, hometown heroes. Keep those on you. Those are your people. That's you. That's your bloodline. Keep it with you. And if you're not close to your family, still there's people out there who have already paved the way for you. Don't get caught up in this, social media content, blah, blah, blah. It's got to look like this. It's got to be like this. Look at her. She's doing this. Or look at him. He's doing it. Look at your people. Go back home. Go to the mat. Look at those. Break out those old photo albums. Talk to that favorite uncle of yours. Talk to that favorite aunt. That inspiration, you'll never forget it. You'll never forget it. And it'll go a very long way. Anyways, that being said, this is my 100th video on YouTube. I'm so proud. Mr. B says, hey, it ain't real deal unless you get 100 videos on YouTube. You are not a YouTuber unless you get 100 videos up. So we're there, y'all. 100 videos. Listen, I love y'all. I love y'all. This YouTube community is just so special to me. And really this year, y'all are all I've had. Y'all have been my sense of joy this year. Let me tell you, it has been a very trying year for me. I mean, uprooting, financial, relationships. It's been crazy, but you guys have been there, and I've been trying to be a lot more consistent. I love y'all. I love y'all so, so much. Cousin, what up, though? Mark, every YouTube video you comment and I see you. Anna Martin, God's favorite daughter, the rest that are not coming to mind, but I see you. I love you. The young gentleman that came up to me at Trader Joe's, no less, who's in nursing school, and you said my videos help you, release while you're on your break. What's up? Wonderful meeting you. The young lady I met in North Park, and we kept going back and forth up the escalator to meet each other. I'm telling y'all, the kids are a dead giveaway. Y'all see my kids and y'all be like, oh yeah, that's her. Is that you? Are you Erika J? I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. And I'm so thankful because, these videos be taking 4 to 6 hours to edit, and y'all be, showing so much unsurmountable amounts of love. And on Instagram too. Where is she? Hold on. Curated by D Hen, Candace Ewing. I see y'all. I see all of y'all. And I'm so thankful for y'all, man. This year, let me tell you, this year, whoo, man, what did my cousin say? It's like someone took my life and shook it up like they was about to fry a bag of wings, man. It has been some changes, but, always, I appreciate y'all rocking, and we moving forward. It only takes 1 month to turn things around, and we're turning around, and we're going to keep on making it happen. I appreciate you rocking, and yeah, anyway, happy 100th viewing of my videos, and let's get back to the vlog.
Yeah, ain't nowhere we could be if 2 or 3 don't agree. If you and me don't evolve, yeah, you and me don't evolve, yeah. Ain't no plans out of sight, ain't no talk back or fight. If you and me ain't involved, yeah, you and me ain't involved, yeah, yeah. How you gon' say that? Girl, I don't play that. I ain't gon' lay back. What you want, come out like? Yeah, you know, girl, we go way back, yeah. How you gon' say that I'm the one that fall when we both involved? Cause ain't nowhere we could be if 2 or 3 don't agree. If you and me don't evolve, yeah, you and me don't evolve, yeah. Ain't no plans out of sight, ain't no talk back or fight. If you and me ain't involved, yeah, you and me ain't involved, yeah, yeah. Steady switching plays, yeah. Steady switch. I've been in the dirt, yeah, dipping the hurt, digging through baggage, feeling like merch. All of this drama ain't even worth. Hey, girl, you know I love you. How you gon' say that? Girl, I don't play that. I ain't gon' lay back. What you want, come out like? Yeah, you know, girl, we go way back, yeah. How you gon' say that I'm the one that fall when we both involved? Cause ain't nowhere we could be if 2 or 3 don't agree. If you and me don't evolve, yeah, you and me don't evolve, yeah. Ain't no plans out of sight, ain't no talk back or fight. If you and me ain't involved, yeah.
came home back to the mothering blackness, deep in the smothering blackness. White tears, icy cold, gold blades of her face. She
Look at that.
Oh, neat, huh? Woo! You getting better and better with that thing, girlfriend.
That's why the corn breathing so loud. And that's also why Eddie is in the
Her and her husband fell out.
and other guys.
I let that go. She said we making plates. I said, oh, no. Eat. So she said,
Oh my
say
goodness.
hello. I had a rubber band in my ear. Chloe took it out. Right out of my ear while I'm
I know she did.
She was like, I'm still in your rubber band.
I like that. Ay, ay, ay. Me? Oh, you want a side ponytail, so why don't you want this one out? Take this one out then. No, just like that. Oh, let's put it back. And then this too. So we just loosen this.
It was building.
Hold on, wait, I'm not in focus. And scroll up where the Black Friday savings goes off.
Okay.
Like, just scroll up not that one, the other one. Can it click out? Go.
All right, and just to let you know, it'll be 9 feet tall ceilings on the bottom floor and 9 feet tall ceilings on the top floor. And then we'll have this whole section over here, 12 by 40 for my studio. And then we'll have this whole 12 by 40, which means we'll probably use 12 by 20 for a state-of-the-art kitchen and leave you 20
Okay.
to do whatever you need to do for your events. And then for the back of the building, I'm going to put concrete all back here, parking out front, as well as an entire parking lot over here.
Yep. All right. Go around. We're about to get into all of it. Just.
Okay, and then entire 30 by 15 for parking in front. And even if it rains, we're okay. Well, we don't want to do nothing in the rain, but a covered lot. They want or need right here.
I'm gonna have some upstairs space too.
Oh no, baby!
Shake on it.
It's a venue. It's minus my studio.
Venue, studio, chef's greenhouse. That's it. And
my
flower.
Don't forget my greenhouse.
We're putting on the table today. So we have a
Yeah, I
wonderful
don't like
cloth,
those particular shelves,
antique
but
19th century cloth. So I thought I would pair that with these 19th
they
century.
can. What? Look at that.
Yeah, she does.
What stuff they're doing? Huh? We send out a text message saying it's coming. Everybody like, what's up with the...
So mommy made me an eggnog martini, and it's delicious.
Kinda like Johnny, don't sit down better, making me lose my mind, cause I just don't know. Something in your eyes, the way you stare me that I like. Wanna let you go, but it's something else me tight. You might break my heart tonight, but I'm gonna hold it tight. Oh, it feels like.
Thank you for everything. We love you. Thank you for everything. For the food that's on the table.
Feels like yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow, yellow, yellow. You had to let me go, yellow, yellow. It hurts like yellow. We tried too many times. Ooh, you got me feeling cool. Ooh, you got me feeling blue. Something about you so see-through. Something just ain't right by you.
What is it there?
Cheese. You guys just don't have the decorum, do you?
You do think some people love you.
That means they're number one.
So we have a big pot here. What's up, y'all? It is the day after Thanksgiving and I am about to cook a feast. I'm gonna be making a huge pot of oxtails. I'm gonna be making some Jamaican red snapper that I'm going to stew down, and I'm also going to make a big pot of rice and peas. So this is not a tutorial video at all. I'm just taking y'all along for the ride. I have some oxtails here that I marinated overnight. They smell amazing. And I marinated the oxtails using some epis, which is a Caribbean staple where they take so many different vegetables, pepper, cilantro, onion, blah, 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 and they blend this amazing marinade mixture. Now, the way my mother-in-law does it is she pours the mixture into like an ice cube tray, and when she makes her rice or her meats or whatever, she'll just drop an ice cube in as seasoning. I'm much more disorganized, so I have just slathered the meats, and I'm also going to drop a teaspoon where I need to as I'm cooking. Now I'm still going to season these. With seasoning powders. I have coconut milk. I have tons of other luscious ingredients that I'm gonna get busy with. So it is about 1 o'clock. Yep, exactly 1 o'clock. And yeah, I'm gonna get started right now, hooking this food up. I have one more pack of oxtails that I need to wash, cut, marinate, and yeah, stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so I have my snapper ready to go. I have also finished seasoning my oxtails in addition to the marinade. So now that those are both ready to go, I'm going to start frying them at the same time. When it is time to come to the cook station, do everything at the cook station. The old me would have had the snapper ready. I would have put it on, and then I would have came back to the prep station and started trying to season and cut veggies and blah, blah, blah. And then I would forget about my cook time or whatever. And that happens a lot with this stove because this stove cooks very fast. It gets super hot. Food can sometimes be prone to being overcooked with this stove being so hot. So yeah, all my prep is done. So now I can just toggle back between both pots and get the protein started. Okay, oxtails. This is what we are looking for. That little charred bit right here. So right now we're just browning like all the sides. And then we're gonna turn the heat down and stew.
Nah, 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 no, yeah. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no, yeah. I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before he hit the fence, but he hit the fan when I got him down and pinched. But I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins. I can't say these hoes, cause my last name ain't Kent. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she paid tuition. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah, yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check, cause it's hard to live off bread alone. So if you see me slipping, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. Yeah, I need my space to breathe, that's why I be going ghost. I ain't trying to stay up on that wide road, cause I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let him take my soul. Nah, 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 no. They thinking I'm bluffing, but I promise I do it. That K got a drum, like murder and booming. Sending you vert, if I get my little Uzi. They thinking I'm crazy, I'm gon' see you to hate this. Peep what I'm saying, get what I'm painting. The picture big, I call it little baby. If I'm on the board, then we playing chess. If you on my way, you gon' need a vest. Act big, you might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called her body for a Maserati. He told him get about the car, hit him with the shotty. That 12 gauge, gave him life in the 12th grade. I tried to write him, but we ain't on the same page. I caught him slipping, I just had to let him know. It ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. These demons really out to get you, so you better guard your post. There's certain things I could probably let go, but I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 nah.
We're good. He'd be going straight to the clearance, 50% off. Oh, wait, Bobby. Has some True Religion jeans, and I don't want to hear his mouth.
Oh wait, I want Wallet.
She already sent your money, boo. You paid for the jeans.